Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Talitha Novelia Aristawati from the Mathematics Education Study Program, Kuningan University. Here I will present an international journal with the author Inge Jilinskin with the title Use of GeoGebra in Primary Math Education, a Theoretical Approach. Abstract: GeoGebra is cost-free, multi-platform mathematics software dynamically connecting concepts in geometry, algebra, and calculus is applied in different school levels, and primary school is no exception. The aim of the paper is to present a theoretical approach of application of GeoGebra in Lithuanian primary math education. It analyzes features of GeoGebra, its possible integration into primary school education according to educational plan and program. Also, some example how this software can be effectively incorporated into teaching and learning are presented, with a view to evaluate the GeoGebra suitability to primary education. Primary school teachers were interviewed and results of their exploratory study are presented. Also, the study seeks to identify the condition to successfully support teachers in using GeoGebra and learning objects prepared by it in their teaching process, including organizational and technical support required. Introduction: this paper investigates use of GeoGebra as a tool in primary math education from teacher perspective. GeoGebra belongs to a group of dynamic geometry software that support construction with point, lines, and all conic connection. One of the most powerful and the most widely recognized didactical component of this system is visualization. The main purpose of this study is to examine the relation factor affecting teachers' decision to utilize GeoGebra and learning objects prepared by it in their teaching process. Also, the study seeks to identify the conditions to successfully support teachers in applying GeoGebra and learning objects prepared by it in their teaching process, including organizational and technical support required. Discussion: the first, GeoGebra as a tool for math education. GeoGebra is pre-algebra, geometry, and calculus software developed in the University of Cambridge Education Institute also, an initiator was Elector Marcus Hohenwater from Johannes Kepler University of Linz in Austria. The software, which was awarded a number of awards, such as EISI 2002, Eurofund Academic Software Award, Learning Award 2003, Austrian Educational Software Award, German Educational Media Award, Trophies du Libre 2005, now has been used by several countries in their education system. From 2010, Lithuania is actively involved in the Nordic and Baltic GeoGebra network, which is collaboration between teachers, teacher-educators, and researchers in mathematics education. There were 5 conferences organized, one of them in Vilnius, Lithuania, with the aim of sharing material and exchanging experience concerning the use of ICT in the teaching of mathematics, including also particularities of primary math education, with emphasis on the GeoGebra software. According to data obtained from an academic citation indexing and search service, which is combined with web linking and is provided by Thomson Reuters and Google Scholar, it can be concluded that research on GeoGebra is growing, can be seen from Figure 1. The search was done for each period from 2008 to 2015 using this keyword GeoGebra primary school primary math education. Looking at the GeoGebra from the perspective of classroom, learning activities GeoGebra can be applied in three different kinds of activities. 1. Demonstration. Learning objects created with GeoGebra are presented by teachers to learners. 2. Exploration and modeling. Learning objects are prepared so that learners have to examine and find relationships, discover some theory or consistent patterns of math objects. 3. Creation and experimental work. Learners are working with GeoGebra in order to create meaningful learning material or produce something new. In general, according to there are four aspects that mathematical software, including GeoGebra, can offer to the process of mathematics teaching and learning. 1. Multiple display option, the availability of different ways of displaying mathematical content, i.e. symbolic to graphics. 2. Experimental work, the possibility of students using experimentation in order to gain new knowledge, ideas, and problem-solving approaches. 3. Elementarization of mathematical methods. For example, GeoGebra is a construction tool has all the abilities demanded from a suitable drawing designing software, which are very important for teaching constructive geometry. 4. Connectivity. Opening now opportunities for shared knowledge, construction, and for learner autonomy over their mathematical work. The second, use of GeoGebra in primary math education in Lithuania. The goals of mathematical course in primary education in Lithuania can be found in the educational plan and program issued by the Ministry of Education and Science of the Republic of Lithuania. On the ground of this document, with the use of computer in classroom, the following goals appear in the foreground. 1. Focus on application, modeling, authenticity, and problem solving. 2. Emphasis on the presentation aspect and interpretation in mathematics. 3. Focus on the appropriate concept formulation. 4. Focus on ability to learn mathematics. 5. Interdisciplinary. Table 1. Represent some example how GeoGebra can be used in primary math education. Although in GeoGebra there are 5 different perspectives, therefore in primary education mostly can be used only the 3 because of both educational plan and program of mathematics in primary education and complexity of GeoGebra. Result. During seminar for primary school teachers, activities of the project development of primary education, I attend public discussion with educational communities of different regions of Lithuania, 200 participants were organized in order to know the situation of practical problem solving and creativity and how to enrich opportunities of such situation including us of ACT. 15 teachers having expert qualification were interviewed about the use of GeoGebra in primary school having in mean teaching and learning activities described in table 1. Experts were asked to fill in a form with 12 questions. The main result of that interview was the confirmation that teachers are interested to use GeoGebra in their work for demonstration activities. but they need more knowledge and practice for other activities, i.e., for both exploration and modeling and creation and experimental work. Concluding remarks: in order to have efficient teaching and learning, this problem of teacher attitude to ACT to solve the recognized data obtained from scientific literature show that research on GeoGebra usage in primary education is growing. Therefore, the aim of the paper was to present a theoretical approach of application of GeoGebra in Lithuanian primary math education. With a few evaluati GeoGebra suitability to primary education, 15 primary school teacher experts were interviewed, and results of that exploratory study were discussed in short. Results of the interview showed that teachers are not ready to use GeoGebra a tool as a tool for creating, but they are enthusiastic to apply qualitative learning objects prepared by it in their work for demonstration activities on the ground of the experiment done. The next study will be performed in order to identify the conditions to successfully support teachers in using GeoGebra and learning objects prepared by it in their teaching process, including organizational and technical support required. That's a presentation for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.